Good morning to all of you. Respected Rajendra Arlekarji, Governor of Tamil Nadu and Kerala. I am taking the name of Kerala because I come from Kerala. Dr. Malarvidi, Dr. Sadish, Swaminiji, other trustees of Samkalp IAS Academy, Coimbatore, distinguished guests. I can also see some students here, dear students, their parents, teachers, and all those present here. I'm very grateful to Samkalp Coimbatore not only for inviting me to be part of this inaugural function, but also to giving me an opportunity to share the message of Samkalp with all of you. When I was introduced here, they said I'm as a retired IAS officer. I joined IAS in 1975. And that year is a very important year in the history of India for the wrong reasons. Because that was the year when the emergency was declared. All of you, at least some of you present here, are familiar with what happened during those periods. We have ourselves seen how democracy was distorted. And quite a number of people had observed it. What has gone wrong? Some of the persons who were social workers, some of them were government employees, they have observed two things simultaneously. One was that during the emergency period, the civil servants practically forgot their mission. They were prepared to be manipulated by politicians. They offered to be manipulated. But on the other hand, they saw that there were some civil servants who stood up to the constitutional values and ensured that we survived. Both are civil servants. So it was felt by those people who observed this that if there is a strong civil service, a committed civil service, not commitment for themselves, but commitment for the nation, for the society, if we have such a civil service, it is possible to not only rescue the nation, but lead the nation to great heights. And with that dream in mind, they created an organization, but of course it took some time. 1986, the organization called Jan Kalyan Shisha Samiti was created. And it is, of course, not many people know that name. I happen to be the president of that organization, Jan Kalyan Shisha Samiti, but it is better known as Samkalp. It is based in Delhi, but we have 18 chapters and associates. And the last one to join our Samkalp family is the chapter from Coimbatore. I am very happy that we have a chapter in Coimbatore now, and I welcome Samkalp Coimbatore to the Samkalp Parivar and hope that they will live up to the expectations of the entire family. Now, when we talk about the expectations of the family, expectations of Samkalp, I would like to tell you a little bit about Samkalp itself. As I said, it was created to commit the future generation to the nation building process. We are not only trying to create civil servants. Civil servants can be the means to achieve a great target. But we want the next generation, the coming generations, to be not only committed to the nation, but they should uphold the great Bharatiya values. The logo of Sankalp, which you can see here in that circle, there are three terms written there: integrity, compassion, excellence. Now we all expect the civil servants to be excellent, but they are passing the toughest examination in the whole world. Naturally, they will be competent, they will be efficient, and excellence is taken for granted. But if you are an excellent officer, but you are not honest enough, you lack integrity, then you are not a problem solver. A civil servant is expected to solve problems. So an excellent officer without integrity is not a problem solver, he will be a problem creator. And if you are excellent and also honest, but still you may not be useful to the nation, you may not be useful to the society if you lack compassion. Now we are looking for Viksit Bharat 2047. So if we had to take India to that level to make it a developed nation by the year 2047, then we had to include everyone. The last man in the queue has to be taken with us. Unless we cater to the needs of every citizen of this country, we will be failing in our duty as civil servants. This is something which the youngsters sitting here who dream to become civil servants should remember, that you have to carry everyone with you. Think of the great quotation from Mahatma Gandhi. I don't want to repeat that quotation, the quotation about the talisman. I will give you a talisman. Please look for that. Unless you look after the needs of the poorest of the poor man, the development is not complete. And this is what we are trying to do in Sankalp. We give them opportunities to learn about the great Indian culture. We give them opportunities to live with each other, mingle with each other, learn the benefits of community living. I'm not going into the details of that, but these are some of the things which we do. Because of the paucity of time, I'm not describing them. And we also help them to develop good relations. As I mentioned, we are not a coaching institute. We take pride in calling ourselves the family, Sankalp family, Sankalp Parivar. And once you become a member of a family, you always remain a member of the family. That position can never be taken away from you. Now we have more than 10,000 alumni, more than 10,000 candidates who have passed out of the civil service from 1996 onwards. The senior-most batch of our alumni is of 1996. They are still in service. So of these, almost all these 10,000 plus officers, they are still in service, occupying some of the most important positions in the country. And through them, we are trying to help the nation to become Viksit Bharat 2047. And this is also an advantage which our students have. We usually cater to the needs of the students who are not capable of paying even the nominal fees which we charge. So we are charging fees much lower than what the academies, the coaching institutes charge. We charge something because we want that commitment from them. That is why we are charging. And so there are some students, might have seen the pictures which we are being shown here for the last 1 hour. Many of them are from very, very poor families. They cannot afford to pay even 5,000 rupees in a year. Such students come to us and we see that they have the potential and we see to it that they get the training, they get the coaching. How they get the coaching is our problem. Fortunately, we have hundreds of people to support us. We have several patrons or industrialists, social workers, they are all there to support us. We have more than 100 retired civil servants like me working for Samkalp without any expectations. We don't charge anything from Samkalp. We all do pro bono work for Samkalp. There are more than 100 such former civil servants. We have more than 100 academicians working with us. And there are social workers, there are retired military officers. The family is very, very large. And Samkalp, the last civil service examination which was conducted in 2025, we had broken all our records. Some records were shown here, some statistics were shown here in this screen. For the last more than 20 years, we have been contributing more than 60% of the selected candidates every year. More than half of the candidates going for the civil service interview, they come to us for interview guidance. We don't charge anything from them. Some of them give us a donation, but otherwise we don't charge anything from them. We give them food, they stay with us, and they undergo the coaching, undergo the interview guidance program also. More than half the selected candidates come to us, and from candidates selected for the interview. And last year, that is 2025 examination, the results were declared this year only. 958 candidates were selected to various civil services. Of those 958, 718 have taken advantage of the coaching of Samkalp. They have come to us for coaching or for interview guidance. Some of those, their profiles and their messages you might have seen during the last 1 hour. And it is to such a large family that we are welcoming Samkalp IAS Academy Coimbatore. Another advantage which the students who will be joining either Samkalp Delhi or Samkalp Coimbatore will have is that I told you about the 10,000 plus civil servants working in the country today. At least 3,000 of them are ready to help Samkalp whenever they have time. They are ready to work with us. They are already working with us. They come for our mock interviews as panelists. They are also mentoring the new students, those students who are aspirants. They are mentoring them. So on a one-to-one basis, they mentor the students. These are the advantages which Samkalp is able to provide, which no other coaching institute in the country is able to provide. So to this large family, prosperous family, I welcome Samkalp IAS Academy, and I am grateful to the Honorable Governor that he has agreed to bless us with his presence and inaugurate Samkalp IAS Academy, Coimbatore. Thank you very much.